Welcome back, and glad to see you again. Quick reminder to check out on Amazon or order through your local Christian bookshop my two little books here, Exquisite Jesus, Surrendered Warriors, and I'm pleased to see that so many of you have already had a look. But do so, or you can check out our website, www.kandbinsa.com, and you'll see a little shop button in there. You can click on there and you can be linked to my author page, and there you'll see my Christian books. You'll also see some novels that I've written as well. So let's continue. 10 reasons why I wouldn't plant a church. Reason number 4, and this is a real doozy. I don't have the money. I don't have the money to do it. That's a primary excuse as a busy pastor that I would use, and I've heard over the years. Our budgets can be constrained, they can be tight, they can be difficult. Everybody in the church, various departments, or your Christian organization are going to be coming to you, and they're going to be saying, we need more to do more next year. But sometimes the giving in the church seems a little bit lethargic, it seems a little bit apathetic, and you're thinking, here am I trying to make a reducing budget go even further than it ever has before. And now there's this guy on YouTube telling me I need to start planting a church and doing more than I'm currently doing. How can that be? I've had a couple of experiences where I've heard this: we don't have the money. When I went to one of the churches I pastored in the UK, I was told when I outlined a vision for mission, for reaching people locally and overseas, I was told we don't have the money. There was nothing in the budget. In fact, there was nothing on the spreadsheet that was even headed mission or outreach or church planting or anything like that. It was very much a case of we look after ourselves, we don't do anything beyond that. So what we did is we instigated an offering. We called it the World Changers Offering. We promoted it. We gave people plenty of warning, months and months warning. This special offering was coming up. And we said, folks, this is what we want to do with it. We want to reach out. Well, people were excited by that. And actually, more came in than we could ever have imagined. And from that, we ran outreach courses. We did things in the UK like Alpha, but we also began to support missionaries overseas. I have to say, for the period of time that we were running those offerings, every new convert that came to the church was directly related to that offering. By the outreach and community programs that we began to run and reaching out as a church. Another church I went to where they'd been promised for over 30 years that they would have a new building. The old building was literally falling apart around our ears. And we went there, and one of the things I was told is, well, we don't really have the money to do this. But within a year of taking over that church, we had moved out of the old building, we had demolished it, and we began to build a new building. Why? Because we laid it out to the church, saying, this project that you wanted for so long, that you've prayed for so long, is going to cost some money. It's great to pray about something, but sometimes prayer also means that we have to delve deeper into our wallets and be more sacrificial with our giving. Do you know, we took an offering and pledges on one Sunday, and we said, let's show our movement that we really want this. And we took a record-breaking offering that Sunday, which meant that 3 years later, we were sitting in a new building, state-of-the-art, multi-story place, just an incredible facility for the kingdom of God. My point is this, and this is a principle for us to remember when we say we don't have enough money, is that what gets budgeted for will get done. What gets budgeted for gets done. But also, vision does not follow money. Vision does not follow money. Money follows vision. Money follows vision. Excuse number 5 in our little series. I don't have the gift of an evangelist. See, sometimes pastors and church leaders won't reach out, won't plant out new churches because they don't feel they are gifted as an evangelist. Now, I love preaching the gospel. There is no higher message. There is no message above explaining to people the need for salvation, their sinfulness, and the forgiveness that is there and available in God. But am I an evangelist? No, I'm not. I'm no big name evangelist, but even me, when I'm preaching the gospel, will see people respond in churches, in tent missions, in various things that we're doing around the country. Even I can see people respond. Why? Because the power is in the message, not in the messenger. The power is in the message, not in the messenger. And sometimes we need to understand that God will use us, a faltering, clumsy selves. He will use us. Paul gave instructions to Timothy, 2 Timothy 2 verse 4. He said, preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. And then he went on and he said, but you keep your head in all situations, endure hardship, do the work of an evangelist, discharge all the duties of your ministry. And it's okay to have your main expression of your spiritual gift within the church, but that's not an excuse to stop preaching the gospel, to stop reaching out, to stop trying to plant something new. You may not be a gifted evangelist, but if you trust God enough to do the work of an evangelist, God will do his work of bringing salvation to people. Here's a principle for you. Do the work of an evangelist anyway. Do the work of an evangelist anyway. The final excuse for this little segment is, I don't have a vision for planting another church. I've had church leaders say that to me. We just don't have the vision for this, Keith. We don't want to plant another church. We're quite content with the way things are. You know, there have been times when I've been so enthralled with a particular project, various pioneering things that I've been privileged to do. One of the things that has happened during those times is that I focus on very little else. You know, earlier I mentioned previously in the previous talk that we had built a multi-million-pound building. You know, during that time, for that 3-year period, while that project was going on, you know, we didn't really reach out at all. We didn't see any salvations, you know, in great number. We didn't plant a church. We didn't do any of that stuff, because when you're in the middle of something big, an internal restructuring, whatever it be in your church, you don't have enough time or energy in some respects to do those things. They sap you. They take everything away from you. However, there have been other times, and I think if we're all honest as church leaders, where we would say, well, I don't have a vision for that, is actually we might have plenty of time, we might have plenty of money in the bank, we might have all those things, and it just seems like a lot of hard work sometimes. My friends, I need to admonish you and encourage you with a principle, and here it is. Don't ask permission to fulfill the Great Commission. Don't ask permission to fulfill the Great Commission. We have been commissioned. We have been sent. It is our responsibility to make sure that God's vision is our vision. And our God is a sending God. He sent Jesus. He sends us. We must realize that we have to step out and reach out and keep doing so that that is central to whatever our organization or our church's vision is. Because if it's central, it won't be an excuse to say it's not our vision. We have to say it's God's vision, and therefore we're going to pursue it with everything we can. God bless you.